trust. Revoke. I can revoke, remove, amend, do whatever the hell I want. I'm in full control. Amazing. Everyone wants to be in full control. Nobody ever wants to give up control. You can't have your cake and eat it too. With full control, you give up things like asset protection and like tax minimization strategies. If you don't have long-term care insurance and you're someone who is aging, you don't want to be spending 20 grand a month in your long-term care as you age in place or in a facility. None of these things can be achieved in revocable trust. So it's beautiful, full control. You do whatever the hell you want, but you can't have everything. Pure irrevocable trusts. So I'm not talking the DAPT, the DAPT. I'm talking a traditional irrevocable trust you really can't touch because you as the grantor is different than the person who's the trustee. So in order to get, let's say, you put $5 million in today because you know it's going to grow to 20 and you don't want to pay tax on it, estate tax. You put it into an irrevocable trust. Well, now all the growth is outside of your estate. Tremendous benefit, tremendous tax savings, but you're not in control. Okay? So from a tax perspective, when we're doing tax planning, we are separating the beneficial interest from the control. A domestic asset protection trust is in the middle of this because it takes the things from the irrevocable trust that make it asset protected, but you have controls because of the ability to be your own trustee and the own beneficiary, et cetera, in your own trust. So you're kind of taking the best of both worlds in this domestic asset protection trust. It is not, though, a tax planning strategy. So for those who have like over $24 million if you're married and over 11.7 if you're not, which if you have those kind of problems, let's talk. Good problem to have, like I always say to my clients. Now we're doing a completely different realm of planning. And what we're doing is we're not even just worried about the cap gains and the income. We're now worried about the estate tax, which, by the way, is approximately 40% right now federally, plus whatever state you live in. So if you live in New York, it's an additional 16% on top of that. You guys want to give 56 cents on the dollar away to the government on your hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears?
Explains why so many people are moving to Florida.
Correct. They beat it the 16%. And they also don't have an income tax. Tremendously powerful. Now, here's the thing on the cap gains that I want all of you to consider. With this new Biden plan, which we don't know what the provisions are going to be yet, but they have had their eye very significantly on capital gains. Mm-hmm. Capital gains are a very important thing in real estate. Here's the strategy most successful people in real estate traditionally, the buy and holders. Here's what they would do. They would buy a piece of property in Manhattan, okay, 30, 40 years ago. It had tremendous appreciation. They would take the debt out, buy more. And then, let's say they bought it for $1 million and today's worth $100 million. They would have to pay between 20 and 35%, depending on your state, capital gains tax if they sold that property and did not 1031 it, right? Or did not do something. Why do they then all die with these highly appreciated pieces of property in their estate? Because we have what's called a step up in basis. So I bought it for $1. Alexandra, my daughter, I'm going to give it to at $100 million when I die. I've done the proper planning to make all that appreciation outside of my estate, and I get a step up. So my kids don't pay the cap gains. With that on the chopping block in front of Congress as we speak, I want all of you as real estate owners to really be watching that. Because without that step up in basis, that's how these empires and dynasties of families were able to grow their wealth so astronomically. And that could be going away. So something to really keep your finger on the pulse on. Again, we're so busy running the rat race of life, like school, family, career. But these are really important things because we are taking our time to build a better tomorrow. And this could really tremendously impact it.